Well, hello, all my fluid art friends. It's Doris at DF Designs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my Saturday Live, which I'm now back. Yes, we're live, Linda. And I want to tell you, I've missed everybody. I do see my moderators out there. I see Linda and I see Moose. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Couldn't do this with it doesn't look like a heart because of the shadow, but you know it's a heart. Anyway, oops, that says top messages. That's not going to get me anywhere, is it? Let me fix that. There we go. Although it's still back at the same one. They never get up. Oh, yes, I have missed you all very, very much. Okay, I'm waiting for other people to come in. I see one more person's come in, but I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing, okay? These are a frog and a gecko, and I turned them into zebras. His face looks a little messed up. So does his. But that's what I'm going to be doing today. They're going to go from whatever animal they were before to zebras, because coming up, I have to get all the animals poured. But I have tigers coming up. Have you ever seen a turtle tiger? And then I have snakes. Here's a frog with snake skin. I know this is hard. SJ! Hello! Nice to see you, honey. Okay, this is a frog with snake skin. And then last, I have some more, but I still haven't figured out the tone of them, so I can get them done. But this is a turtle giraffe. Hey, Jeff B, nice to see you. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Hail, Jeff B. I can't do it. So, these are coming up in the coming weeks. But today, we're going to turn a couple of white pieces into zebras. So, let me get rid of this stuff to get on the road with it. Oh, I got a light on back here. I didn't realize I must have accidentally hit it. There we go. I got all kinds of them I'm going to do. Okay, so first we're going to take this lovely white piece, which is a sea turtle, okay, and he's white. We're going to turn him into a zebra. Hello, Miss Melinda. Nice to see you. Thank you for all my loyal viewers that are coming back today. Okay, I have a couple other pieces here too. I got a big frog. I got a big sea turtle. And I even have a bulldog or a French bull, or I'm not sure what you would call it, because it fits all of them. And I even got a kitty cat. And I got a whole slew of, you saw in the thumbnail, I got a whole slew of white ones. But first thing I'm going to do, let me get one of these out for reference, so I have something to go by. Okay. First, hello, Miss Mary. Nice to see you. Yep, zebras. Okay, first, this turtle needs to get a dark snout. Let's see, there we go. And you just take your regular nail polish brush, it's in the bottle, and you do that, okay? And then you also want to turn the tips of all four of his fins, I guess, or I don't know what these are called on sea turtles. Okay. And that's basically how you start. You turn his snout. Oh, French Bulldog, thank you. Okay. I couldn't remember. You start with the nail polish. I'm not going to try to do his eyes. And it's not very dark in here. What is wrong? I need to get a new lamp. I've worn this one out. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are, Moose. They are big dogs in small bodies. And I got an ad. Yeah, Chihuahuas are the same. Okay. Let me turn it over and do the other side. See, and I missed a little spot right there. Oops, missed these two spots too. Okay, now I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do just the end of his feet. If you look at a picture of a zebra, all four of their legs have the black hooves on the bottom. Okay. Okay, let me put him in there. And let's see, is anybody else come in? I haven't seen anybody else come in yet. I think I'll do the bulldog. I think I'll do the bulldog while I'm waiting for the turtle to dry. So I'm going to do his snout in all black. There we go. This is kind of like animals in disguise, okay? I'm taking every animal but a zebra and turning them into zebras. Which I know sounds weird, but that's... Oh, they look like... Okay, maybe it's the moose, maybe it's the lighting, I don't know. These are cheapy gloves from Temu. Okay. Okay, now let me bring him out and put him in there. Now he, oh, well, you can always go back over it later. You can always go back over it later. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with his head. So I noticed that the head has got some distinct ways the markings go. Okay. And it goes right from the snout area up to the neck. Or really on a zebra, it's the it's to the what do you call it? The to the top of the head. Okay. And I do these. I do one with a Y shape, and then I do two, one on either side. Those cloud animals and the resin ones, I don't know. Sorry, okay. Lost track of what you were saying. Now, I'm going to do a couple little lines right here on the side of his face. Come on. See, and this liner brush doesn't hold much. Now, I will give you a little hint. If you don't want to buy a thing of black polish and a liner brush, or a liner bottle, you know, with the skinny brush, you can always take a very small brush and actually trim away some of the little bristles, and there we go. Now you don't want to do too much at one time, because, yeah, shoot, stand up. You don't want to, yeah, I did. I used to do that, but this is a little different. These aren't cloud animals. Okay, now one thing you got to really be careful, and I'm bad about this, is you got to be careful with the with any black that might get on your gloves. You got to try, see? You got to try to keep it off of the rest of the animal, or you end up getting a mess like this on the side of his face. Stop being serious, huh? Okay, now let me... First I do, from the middle of the snout, I do a Y shape, which means I come straight up at one line, and then I do that going back, and then I do that to make it look, from this angle it does look like a Y. Okay, and then come on, where's my skip? Oh, okay. Okay. I keep knocking this little guy over. Okay, now I'm going to come back from here to here. And then I'm going to come back on this side from right here straight back. Well, kind of at an angle, I guess you could say. Now I'm going to try to do his eyes. Make sure you bring enough coffee for all of us. I'm just joking. I've had enough coffee today. Just joking, SJ. Okay. Now I'm going to do his eyes a little bit with black. Now you want to be careful when you're doing the eyes, because you don't want to do like I just did there, and you don't want to get out of the eye. Okay, that looks good enough. Well, wait a minute. Well, yeah. Okay. Let me turn this on. Okay, now I've done that. So now I'm going to do the legs. Now the legs on a zebra just have lines going straight across, okay? Just straight across. So this is the easy part. And just go straight across. See? Just make straight lines on the leg part. Now some of these animal shapes don't really have a leg part, so I'm not going to be doing, oops. One thing you don't want to do, and I put it back in there before I could show you. Let me see, where's something. light color that I can put behind it to show you. When you're dipping your liner brush in, you want to be careful and not get that bead. I don't know if you can see it, but you get that big bead on the end of it. You want to kind of wipe that big bead off because you don't want that big fat deposit of polish right there, or it'll make your line really, really wide in one spot. See, what I do is I dunk it in, and then I kind of knock the excess off before I go to touch it on the piece. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, oh, I forgot to do this part. On the neck, I noticed that you can have this little upside down V shape that points to the middle of the Y. Okay, now, oh, welcome back, Moose. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat, which I know Linda's proud I wasn't paying attention to the chat, so I didn't see you leave. Okay, now we're going to do some lines. Okay, now I'm going to do just one line like this. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make it into a Y shape. Okay, come on. See, that's the only bad thing about this little skinny brush is you got to keep reloading it with more polish because it doesn't hold that much. Okay, and I'm going to do one line right here down to the bottom, okay? No, I wouldn't. No, I probably wouldn't, Linda. Well, if your names were in the chat, I'd still think you were here, okay? Now, the hardest part with some of these is where there is an indentation in the mold that makes the, you know, like this one where it's making the different parts of the shell. You got to kind of go over it again to get the black line to fill in that spot. Okay, there we go. That's basically all it takes to decorate these. I studied lots of pictures. Of course, there is another ad. I studied lots of pictures of animals, cartoon type of pictures and real pictures, just to see how the markings went on them. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I would be oblivious, Mary. I really would if everybody left, but please don't leave everybody. Okay. I am going to try to do a couple of straight lines right here on these fins to make it look like the legs. Now, these lines are all random. Let me put him in. These lines are all random, but they don't have to match. They don't have to match on both sides, okay? And there, I got another spot from my glove onto the side of his neck. There we go. Okay. Okay, let me put this in there. I have got black polish all over my gloves, and it keeps getting on the doggy's body. Okay, there we go. So now, wow, okay. I did put it on low, the amount of ads that it gets, okay, or that you all get, okay, because I know nobody likes those ads that keep popping up, because hopefully you like watching me instead. Okay. Not picking it up, but all I'm doing now is just some little strokes up his side cheek, or the side of his face, I should say, to give him some little lines right there. Okay, let me see. Now, because this bulldog has got, I'm not going to do it right now, but because he's got distinct ears, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pink polish and make some pink inside his ears. Okay, there we go. There's one line. You want to do straight lines, curved lines, and then these little Y shapes too. There we go. There we go. I didn't. I just wanted something that wasn't a frickin' ass bowl cut. Because my sister, my older sister, my little sister and I mean, we both got bowl cuts when we were little. I hated those. Okay. Now, the one thing you want to do when all of this is done, and you know it's perfect, is you want to take clean. Well, I've got the link down below to the empty bottles. You want to put yourself some clear UV resin in a nail polish bottle. And you want to do a coat of it over all of the areas where you got polish. Okay, let me see. Okay, I wanted to get a Y shape in here just to have something a little different right there. Now, I don't think zebras have anything on their chest. I remember your hair being really full too, Susan. You've got a big head of hair. Okay. Just very carefully trying to do the little stripes on his legs. go. Okay, let me see if I can get in here. He's got one leg that's kind of laying on its side that he's sitting on. Oh, that's good enough. Okay, now he's got this one leg right over here on the outside. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Susan. I love turning these different animals into painting them like they're other animals. Okay. Turtle can come out. Doggy can go in there, and I'm grabbing him by his ears because I know there's no polish there, and I know that if I get polish from my glove onto his ear, that's an easy place to wipe it off. Okay. Well, I need to start cutting mine, okay? I'll be honest about that because this long hair's getting too much for me to take care of. Here I go with those problems again with getting it in the thing, the where the indentation's at to show where the shell's at. Now that's probably what I'm going to do too, because my hair goes to the middle of my back right now. It's just too long. It's too long for me to brush anymore. I just get my hands hurt trying to brush this. Okay. I didn't do that leg. I'll have to do that leg this time too. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, I see one spot that looks a little open compared to the rest of them, so let me just put a line right here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mark that leg. Here we go. Okay. Let me take him out. Grab him from the part where I know it's already been set. Put him in there. Okay, let's see. I am going to do some, I don't know if they have it on the back of their ears, but, oh shoot. I got a big smudge on his ear too. Now I don't know if that's all right. Nope, that didn't. I must have just got on there from my glove because that wiped off. So you want to keep, I forgot to put these in there, but these are just lint-free wipes, and this is my 91% alcohol, and you can clean up your mess. You can clean up your mess. I'm going to do just a little bit on the back of his ears. I'm not sure how they're supposed to be, so I'm just doing a couple of little short lines. But I do know later on, when I'm sitting in front of the TV, binge watching my show, that I will be painting the inside of the bulldog's ears pink. Okay, there we go. Let me do this right here. Okay. What did I get here? I actually got some soap, no, shampoo. Okay, let me add a couple more lines down here. They just looked a little empty. There's one thing I gotta do to him, and I'll have to do it to this one too. Okay, I don't want to get any weird spots of nail polish on him, so I'm very, very carefully putting him in there. But like I said, if you have that, if you have these little wipes, and you have some alcohol ink. Okay, I'm painting his little fluffy, well, what would be the fluffy tail of the zebra. I'm just painting him a black tail. Okay, there we go. Let me bring him up. He's almost done. So with zebras, what I discovered, wait a minute, is that, yeah, I'm missing part of his snout where I did it. I gotta redo it with some polish. What I did was I studied a lot of photographs. You do the snout, you do the end of the four, what are legs, but they're not legs on the turtle, okay? And then you do a little puff in the on the butt, okay? And then you paint these stripes up here on the head. Then you paint a couple down the side. You paint whatever you consider to be the legs, you paint straight across a few times. And then you do all these odd shaped lines across the body, okay? And I'm fixing this right here where it looks like I rubbed it with my glove. That's probably where I got some fingernail polish at on my glove. Okay, put him in. Okay, let me stick him in there. Turn it back on. Okay, only thing that he needs is the, oh crap, what is this? Okay, he just needs a something that shows as a puff on his butt. Because if you look at their tails in cartoon drawings and the other ones, you'll see that they have a little black puff on the end of their tail. Okay, I'm just trying to, it's not quite, see, I shouldn't be doing this with the liner brush. Technically, I should be doing it with the other brush, okay, the bigger one. But I'm still touching up some of the lines that my fingers have gotten on. Okay. Now, let me bring him out. Put him in there, get his butt up in the air so he can dry or set up that way. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here's Mr. Turtle, disguised as, well, shoot. I'm going to take these gloves off because they're black and he's got black. So there you go. That's a better shot of him. Okay, so here is my turtle. Oh, and an ad popped up. How do you like that? Okay, so now I don't know how to hold this. I got a spot right on the bottom. And I got a little bit of cleanup right here. Okay, let me just put them in the palm of my hand. Okay, here is, well, let me tilt them back first. Here's my bulldog. That looks like a zebra. Now, I've been doing all kinds. I'm going to paint his ears pink, and then what he's going to get is then they're both going to get a coat. And if you look at the frog, it kind of looks like it darkens the white up a little bit when you do the coat. But that's okay, because that's the way zebras are. Now, I wanted to bring out these so you can see that I've been doing all kinds of animals. There's a frog. These are my tigers. There's a fish. There's my gecko. There is my betta fish. And my koi fish. Let's see. Those are really the only ones that I have done. Well, I have them done in zebras too. Okay. But tigers are a little bit different because they have the white on their snout, on their tail, and on their belly. Okay. And some of these, which one did I do it on? Where's that one? Oh, there it is. There's that one turtle. One of these, I did it up the side a little bit to show it as the belly, but I don't think it needed it. I don't know. You tell me what you think. But I got to pour a whole bunch of white ones. Okay, I mean orange ones. But thanks to my little art fairy that sent me a whole box of them. I've got this what is it? Resin pigment paste made by Baltic Day, it looks like. And this orange is what's in these. And I did pour a whole bunch of black the other day to do the snakes. So, as a matter of fact, I poured over 40 ounces of resin because I figure these look like snakes to me. Looks like snakeskin to me. No, it's very, very hard to see on there. And then, of course, I haven't poured these yet, but I gotta do my giraffes. Pour my giraffe pieces so I can show you how I do giraffes. But the zebras are the easiest ones. The tigers are a little bit more complex because you got two colors that you're doing, okay? Yes, I poured over 40 ounces of resin. 3 days ago, I opened up, I had a 2-gallon kit that I bought of resin, and I opened up the first gallon, which was a 1/2 gallon A and a 1/2 gallon B, and it's just about at the bottom already. So anyway, and I've got all kinds of animals. I'm even, because my son likes gnomes, I'm even going to take some gnome molds that I had. Let me see if I can find a poured piece in here to show you. I'm even going to do one of my gnomes. There we go. One of my gnomes as a zebra. So I'm going to do him as a zebra. Let me see. Coming up for Easter, I got a bunny rabbit I'm going to do as a zebra. Okay, let's see. Well, I got some dogs, and I actually got, well, this one looks like a hound dog, I think. That one looks like a hound dog. I did get one. Doesn't this one look like a Labrador? Now, Linda, doesn't this, shoot, there went my chat. This one I think looks like a Labrador. See, I got a whole, this is what took 40 ounces of resin the other day. I got some seals that I'm going to paint. Let's see what's in here. Of course, I got my normal fish in here. Oh, I got a fox. I actually found a fox. Well, hello, Miss Jeannie. You just get home from work? So anyway, that's what I've got coming up. I've got all these that I'm going to paint. All these white ones that I'm going to paint as zebras. But I showed you now how I did the zebra. Quite a zoo. Yep. Doris's zoo. My resin zoo. What I was doing today, Jeannie, was I was taking white pieces and making them into zebras. Here's a zebra frog. Here is a, let me see if I can pick it up where it's not wet. Here is a zebra French bulldog. Ah, where did I don't know how I did that. I thought everything in there was set. See, you're going to be constantly doing this, going over it with little wipes to clean up messes you've made. So I'm basically going to leave these guys in here for a full 5 minutes, and then yeah, what I got to do is, see, I ended up with 2 different colors. I don't know if you can tell the difference here or not. If you can look at the skin tone between the two, you can see that they're 2 different, okay? But that was done with, what did I put in there? I put a couple of drops of brown alcohol ink. Damn it, I couldn't think of it. But, yes, I haven't poured any more of those yet because I want to do a big amount, which means I still got another gallon of it to do to go through, and then I'll have to buy more, but I will buy more. I probably will buy the 4-gallon set. I know that this is the 2-gallon set I'm working on, and it's the Pudo or Puduo. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's a great resin. It is a great resin, let me tell you. But so anyway, oh, you did okay. So listen, oh, I only got 7 in there now. I don't know how many I had total today. But I'll start back up with giveaways, and I'll start giving away some of these guys, okay? Because whatever one I give away, I can always re-pour that same one, you know, to keep to... So, I will let everybody go, okay? Because I got all that setting in there, and, you know, it's just setting up and everything. So listen, I will be back next Saturday. Do not forget, in 13 minutes, Lorraine should be up. Thank you, Moose. I absolutely love yes, she did. What? Okay, never mind. I'm reading the chat way backwards, okay? Shouldn't be doing that. And so anyway, so thank y'all for coming out today. I hope you enjoyed my little show. Fun at Doris's Zoo. Yep. Thank you, Jeff. You guys have all been missed too, okay? There you go. That's the best I can do. So, I will let everybody go so you can go hit the potty and get another sippy, okay? And besides these zoo animals, which I am going to do those all first, I got some other neat stuff I've been working on that you're going to absolutely love. I've been working on a little, what do you call it, a bear claw necklace piece that you can make yourself, and you can put your own picture in there. And I actually did one with a moose in it the other day, but it had a bubble in it, so I had to figure that out, how to get rid of the bubble. And then I have some more Northern Lights stuff coming up that I'm going to be working on. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh, I did an eagle yesterday, and I got to pour a couple more to get them ready to do it on a live. But I poured an eagle, and I actually put a flag across the eagle. So, and Moose loved it. Moose loved it. And so did Linda. They're the only two that ever see this stuff until it makes it to the live. Anyway, so listen, I will let everybody go. Thank you all for coming out. Y'all are awesome, okay? Shout out to the grands, which is Devin, Alyssa, Tony, Jameson, Marley, and Rivy. Grandma loves you. Oh, Lorraine's not going tonight, okay? Oh. Susan, she already went live. I'm sorry, honey. So anyway, so all I can say to all of my viewers is, bye for now. Love you, Bentley. Wink, wink.